Hello everyone, welcome to Emerald Season 5, Round 2. We are here in Canada Historic in Mosport for the qualifying of Emerald, and Ellie is driving backwards. That's interesting. Watching Algfish in the most people with Maju before their name, because our goat has left the server. Very unfortunate, but he will always be in our hearts, so we carry on this tradition with names with him. As the first laps are in, we have Nadir with a 24.03. That's a great lap time as Fefo is out, as Nadir makes a mistake right there. So we go along with Brezdes, our championship leader. After that Alting case, he's now a 2-time race winner in E-Morale and just has one O-Morale. He cannot improve on his lap time. Senis does though. Up into P3 he goes. Pablo down in P10, although I think he has a 23.6 as a PB, so you would expect a little bit better from him. Is he on an improvement? He is green, so can he improve on this final lap? And who's going to take pole in the second race of the season? It is Pablo with it. Oh no, holy! Senis with a 23.83. That's a crazy lap time, bro. That's the first ever JSK pole. That's so peak. 2 10s. He clears this field with this simple track by 2 10s. Pablo in on the front row. Finn in P3, Jaruni and Lukic in P4, and 5 for MP Academy, trying to get a good comeback after last week's race. Brezdes in P6, trying to keep his championship lead. Biggest title fighters are Nadir and Robert Kubica, who's down in P10. We have PPO, our new rookie, in P7. Lozzie in P8, his first race in E-Morale. We know him from A-Morale as well, so expect him to do well. Ellie in P9, we have Miko in P11, we have Martel in P12, Pinga in P13, Player 10 in P14, Algfish in P15, Oa P16, and Vinny in P17, and Fefo. Well, we are in the sprint race. The 5 red lights are now out, and away we go as Pablo gets a good start of the line. Senis doesn't. Nadir gets a great start. He's already up into P2. He's trying to make a move around the outside of Pablo for P2. He does. Jaruni now up the inside, up to the hairpin. It's going to end in shambles. It isn't. They're leaving each other space. Senis around the outside, up into P2 again as Nadir takes the lead. As Senis is right on the back of Nadir, which is not good with his ping as Jaruni gets killed. PPO up into P3, great start from him. In the back we have Pablo, Eddie and Kubica making up 2 spots each as Pingai is dead there. I don't know what happened to him. Here we have 5 people fighting for I don't know what position. It's P11, so not that great, but I think PPO has taken a lead. I don't know what's happened to Senis, but he's down to P4 as Nadir is up the inside of PPO trying to make a move for the lead as Jaruni up into P3 as a leg rock until now Jaruni's up into P1. Crazy shit. Senis up into P3 again. A little lag rocket with Pablo, a little trailer there. Watch the trailer, guys. Kubica up into P5 as Pablo and Jaruni go off. Senis goes round the outside and Brezdes is leading the sprint race. Jaruni up the inside of Kubica. It's constant action here around this full gas track. It is. As Pablo is down to P5 again, let's take a little breather here as Jaruni is fighting for P3 and P2 and as well as P1. Like everyone can win right now as Kubica is pushed off the track and Brezdes makes a huge mistake and he's down to P6 there. That's really not good for him and his championship chances. Could have taken a good lead. He's up the inside of Ellie again. Kubica up the inside of Pablo, up the inside of Jaruni. Brezdes gets murdered by Ellie and he gets passed by Lozzie. His PPO is down in P9. Don't know what's happened. Never mind. I don't know what's happened to him as Maju as Ellie and Nadir nearly go into the pits together. That's not great. Sunny's makes a little mistake there. Chiruni in the lead from Kubica. Kubica dives it down the inside, which is now a great position for Nismo. Holy tongue twister. Chiruni now down in P2, but still in the slipstream. Can he fight for the lead? He stays in the slip, and back behind we have Ellie. It's a 1 second gap. They're fighting. Girouni tries to switch back, but he gets cut. He gets blocked by Kubica. Good defense there, but Girouni goes round the outside. Goes a little wide there, but they managed to keep it clean. Kubica still in the lead. Ellie with a huge mistake there, I think. And he's down to P6. Brasidas behind him. Lozzi up into P5. Good race from him as well so far. He tries to go around the outside of Ellie, and Brasidas also does the same, but Pablo also goes through there. Sanis makes a mistake up ahead, and Kubica is down there with him. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's down there. And now Nadir is in the fight for the lead with Girouni. Girouni and Nadir side by side. Nadir gets a little pushed off there as Sanis and Kubica are fighting for the last podium spot here. Can Pablo maybe, or Brasidas maybe, fight for that as well, as there's a little lag there from Kubica, little TP, but it's fine, I think, as Girouni is out of the slipstream. So if he doesn't make mistakes for this next lap, he's going to be a sprint winner. As Kubica makes a mistake, Sanis is up the inside. He takes P3, and now around the outside he goes. Kubica's still there. Can they keep it clean? And can Pablo maybe do something? It's gonna be a lag workout. No, it isn't, but Pablo is up the inside of Kubica and around the outside of Sanis. Now can Brasidas make a move around the outside? But for the lead, we have Nadir has overtaken Girouni. Who's gonna be on the line, Girouni or Nadir? It's Nadir by 3,000, and Pablo takes P3 in that last slipstream battle. Sanis taking P4, Kubica taking P5, Brasidas taking P6. In the end, a really great race full of action. It's great, going to be great for the future race. PPO in P8, Ellie down to P9, Player 10 in P10, Algfish in P11, Vinny P12, Miko P13, Ombra P14, Martel P16, Fefo P16, Lucas P17 with a DNF, and Pingai P18. Okay, starting on pole, we have Nadir and Girouni. They had a little fight in the chat going on. So is it going to take over in this race? We're going to see as the 5 red lights go out and away we go. Nadir starting on the hards, Girouni starting on the sauce. Kubica getting a great start off the line, overtaking 2 people there. As Girouni and Nadir are already side by side, as Girouni takes the lead from Nadir on those softer tires. Can Kubica make a move around the inside as Brasidas, Lozzi and Ellie go off again? Another lag rocket caused by you know who, but hey, it is what it is. PPO up into P6, Algfish up into P8, that's good for him. Girouni now in the lead still. Pablo trying to make a move around the inside as Kubica and Nadir just absolutely murdered each other. Those are the P2 and P3 in the Drivers' Championship. Brasidas in P1 as we speak. They're all 3 in P8, 9 and 10. Can they make moves on player 10, Algfish and Elias? Kubica goes around the outside of Brasidas, tries to make a move on player 10, but it doesn't work, and Brasidas gets a triple overtake on all these 3 people. All his experience coming together in this race as Kubica sends it down the inside of him and overtakes him. Can they get past? Brasidas on the medium tire, so is Sunny, so is Algfish, so is player 10, and so is Vinny. All on those alternative strategies tires, trying to get the softs to work at the end of the race, as we have Ellie and Sanis both 200 plus springers side by side with each other, as Sanis gets overtaken by the second Nismo right there. It's Nismo and JSK behind each other, but ahead we have PPO in P3, we have Pablo in P2, and Girouni, who is so away from the field. He's in P1 by nearly a second. And Ellie, what a fastest lap as well, 0.65. It's crazy quick. As Brasidas going for a move on Kubica up into P5. He goes on the medium tires versus the softs. Can he make it stick? He cannot. He doesn't have the grip levels of those soft tires here as of right now. Has to stay cool. Nadir, after that lag rocket with Robert Kubica, can he bounce back on those hard tires? Is in P8. Algfish doing a great job in the top 10 as Nadir makes a mistake and Algfish gets past, and player 10 tries to boost past but that does not quite work out. We have both Praetors in P12 and P13. Not a great start for those, as Feflo tries to go around the outside of Lozzie, doesn't work. Omerweb gets overtaken by Vinny, or defended Vinny, I don't know which one it was. But we still have Precious and Kubica fighting each other for P5. Precious still ahead though. Can they catch up to Ellie? As Sanis is losing the gap a little bit. But that's fine for now, because he knows he will get the better tires later. They are the top medium runners, so can they force a danger towards the end of the race? Precious staying in the slipstream. Kubica catching Ellie. Ellie catching PPO. PPO not catching Pablo though. He's cannot quite keep up with them yet, but it is his first race, so we will forgive him. He's doing very great already, up in a P3 position already is great, and he shows some great pace in Omerel as well. He's a one to watch if he's going to be here for the long time, as Ellie gets passed by Kubica and nearly slams Precious off the track there. As we have our first pit stop, Pablo going for a 2-stop. Or is he going for a 2-stop? He is going for a 2-stop. He's on the mediums. Mediums will not go 22 laps. That's a really interesting strategy from Pablo. But will it work out? We will see towards the end of the race, because that's a really interesting choice. But it's a really ballsy choice. But I like it. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm all for a 2-stop. As Ellie and PPO and Kubica are also in the pits. Already in lap 9 on those softs. Are they also going for a 2-stop? They're also going for a 2-stop. That is crazy work. Everyone going for a 2-stop. Or are they going to do 20 laps on mediums? I don't think they are. So are the guys on the mediums on the medium hard strategy, or are they not? Or will they find out? We will find out on tires, because Nadir is on the hard, so he will probably go hard mediums or hard softs. I don't know. I don't think a 2-stop is really necessary around here, but Pablo is seeming to can make it work, because he's already up into P3 as he tries to make it down the inside, but they're literally in each other's trailer. But hey, they do what they gotta do, I guess. Nadir is caught up with Sanis, and he goes right down the inside of Pablo. Jaruni is extending those softs like the others could have done, but aren't doing. So Jaruni is looking likely to win this race, because he's just can put it on a hard set of hard tires. He's going 13 laps on those softs. He's stretching them to the wire, but it's working, and you don't lose that much time on tire wear around here, because it's a short track with only hairpins of corners, merely full gas of corners. So it's a 1-stop is really doable with those tire wear strats, but it's really interesting to see the diversity of the strategies playing out right here, especially with Pablo being on a 2-stop and most of the grid being on the 1-stop. It's really split between much people. But Jaruni is in. The leader of the race is into the pits. He's put in a set of mediums. He's going to stick it out to the end of the race, I assume, because he's going 13 on the soft, so he can do 17 on the mediums easily. I think Besides is on the same strategy. No, I don't think. I know he's on the same strategy, because he's races for my team, but you know, he's gonna go 17 on the mediums. You never know what he might decide to do, because Pablo is already catching up on those medium tires. He's letting this 2-stop work brilliantly, because you can put on another sauce at the end of the race. I think like lap 21, if I'm correct. And then you can go 9 laps on sauce, push it flat out, and try to make it to the end with great tires and maybe catch a win. As Bresses makes a huge mistake in the last corner, so does Pablo, but he still gains 4/10 on him. Jaruni 2.4 seconds behind them, and Nadir is also there in P4, still on those old hard tires, and he's making mistakes on those old hard tires. And PPO and Kubica both get past. Ellie's trying to get past, but he got caught up there a little bit. As Sanis is down to P8, already being passed by those 1-stoppers. So those 2-stoppers aren't looking really that bad. As Sanis is into the pits, and Pablo has caught up to Brasidas, if I'm correct. Yeah, he's already overtaken Brasidas, puts him off his track a little bit. So really not great, but I think Brasidas is going to pit this lap right now for those new soft tires of his. He's pulling in, but Girouni is going to be a whole pit stop ahead, and all those 2 stoppers are also there. And so maybe the more stops is the better play around here, because you can go full flat out the whole time. Sunny's pitted, trying to overtake Algfish on the hard tires, trying to make it till the end of the race. Marto struggling in P11, but also not doing half bad. Player 10 and Vinny fighting for those last podium points. Not podium, far of a podium. We have Pablo leading a second of Girouni, but Girouni is looking likely to win this race because he's nearly a pit stop ahead. Kubica is on a 2-stop, PPO is on a 2-stop. Braziles is going to the end of the race on this soft tires. He's going to do 13 laps on the softs. Is it going to bite him at the end of the race? We will see, as Pablo is in for another set of medium tires, so he's going for a little like he's going passive aggressive actually. Like he could have gone another sauce, but he's gone aggressive with his 2-stop, and he's already behind Braziles, so he has the slight advantage. But Braziles is on a soft tire, so he's weaving to let him slip, but I don't think Pablo is wanting to listening to him. He's trying to go for the overtake, but it doesn't quite work. I don't think it's a smart move, but if he wants to race, he wants to race. Girouni is still in the lead. We don't have any fights back. We have Ellie fighting with Nadir then for P7, as Ellie is can come in for his second stop as well. Lozzie on the 1-stop, I think. No, he's also on the 2. So PPO in the pits, going for those soft tires last stint. Braziles up to P2, Pablo up to P3. If they can work together, they can both get a podium. If they don't work together, they might both be off the podium. It's a 4-second gap to Kubica. Can he close this gap to Braziles or Pablo, one of the two, to get a podium and get a good result for the Drivers' Championship and for the Team's Championship? As Braziles and Pablo are fighting, and Braziles is put into the grass by Pablo slightly. So you have Omarov who's being lapped by those two. But Kubica is already closing in really quickly. The gap is 3.6. He needs perfect laps, and needs Braziles to make mistakes. He's on those fresh soft tires, as Ellie and Nadir are fighting with each other. Nearly another lag rocket. Ellie is on the inside. He's now inside him, not on the inside. Yeah, I'm not even gonna explain that shit. Yeah, interesting. 5 for P5, 5 for the constructors, fighting for the drivers. Already in round 2, it's getting tasty up in here. Braziles not being able to catch up to Pablo in the meantime. Kubica 3.3 is the gap. We have 6 laps remaining in lap 25 right now. As Algfish is still in P8. That's our goat, bro. Our goat is cooking in his home Grand Prix as well. Should have mentioned that earlier, to be fair. Looking for a fight for P11. Sanny's on player 10. Sanny's on those soft tires, but he seems to be struggling really hard in this race. He fell down the order massively, as Lozzie is has overtaken Algfish up into P8. We don't really have much battles going on. We do have a battle on time going on. We only have Lozzie v Algfish. But Lozzie is making quick work of him, I think, because he's on those soft tires. Algfish is on those hard tires. His hards are also like really bad, and here it shows that he's just not being able to keep up. As Nadir has cleared Ellie for a little bit, he has given himself a little breather because he started on those hards, making the 1-stop on those softs, but it's not paying out for him quite yet. Kubica though, closing the gap, 2.3 in 3 laps. Is that possible? It might be. It depends all on Braziles if he makes mistakes, and Kubica if he stays clean, but that is not what is happening right here. He makes a few mistakes. I think so did Braziles, because otherwise the gap would be bigger. Braziles is struggling on those old soft tires. He's already taking him for their 12th lap right now. He still has 2 laps to remain and get another podium on his name and get another good result for his Drivers' Championship charge. with Girouni as going under the radar last race, but he's doing very, very, very great this race. He's in lap 30, and Piggy is going to be very happy, I assume, because he is going to get a win for the big MP Academy. Pablo making that 2-stop work, absolutely amazing to see. I'm really happy that a 2-stop can also be done in E Morel, and it can be competitive as well. It's not getting overrun by the 1-stoppers. But Girouni comes down the last corner and he wins his first ever E Morel race, and he takes those 25 points home to MP Academy. Pablo finishing in an impressive P2 on this very aggressive 2-stop. I really like that strategy. Mercedes getting another podium in P3, gaining points on Kubica. I don't know if he gained points in the sprint though, so that gap will stay close. Nadir in P5, Ellie in P6, PPO in a great race in P7 on his debut, Lozzie in P8, Algfish in P9, Vinny in P10, Miko in P11, player 10 gets that last point, Sanny's finishing outside the points, Fefo getting in P14, Bombred in P15, we have Marto in P16, that rounds the grid for today. We had a very great race on our hands, much action. It was really a great race. I was having fun commentating, great battles going on. So I'll see you all next week in, what's the next track? What is the next track? In Japan, in Suzuka. So see you then. Bye.